So everybody come to a comfortable seated position. Hands on your knees, palms facing up. Close your eyes. And with every inhale, maybe the crown of your head reaches a little bit higher. And with every exhale, maybe your elbows sink a little bit deeper. And take a couple breaths at your own pace. Remembering to scan your body and see how it feels. Just focus on your breath, let the day go. This is your time. And then slowly open your eyes, reach your arms up above your head, and as you exhale, take your right arm down to the ground, bringing your left arm overhead. Maybe looking up under that left arm to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Don't forget to breathe. And as you exhale, bring your right arm up to meet your left, left arm down, and then right arm overhead. Okay, and then bring your arms up, interlace your fingers, point your palms toward the sky, and then as we exhale, we're gonna round our backs. So it's like a sitting down cat. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms forward, back rounded. And one more of those. Inhale up. And exhale forward. Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and go into tabletop. Arms stacked, hands stacked beneath your shoulders, hips square to the mat. And we're going to do some cat-cows. So how I like to explain it is you lead with your sacrum. So take your sacrum, which is your booty, and reach it toward the sky as you reach your head up, chest out. And then as you exhale, you're going to follow your sacrum, bring your head to your tummy, and round your back. Inhale, head up, chest out. And really use those core muscles to kind of bring you in when we do exhale and bring yourself to cat. One more of those. Exhale, or excuse me, inhale. And then exhale, cat. Now come to a neutral position in tabletop. And we are going to take our right foot out toward the back wall, active feet. Find yourself a focal point, and we're going to bring that left hand straight out in front of us. Now, if you want to go for a challenge here, you can extend the right leg out to the right and the left arm out to the left, really activating that core, or you can stay exactly where we are. And we can hold for a couple of breaths. Just one more breath. And then come back to neutral position if you took the challenge, and let's release. Left arm straight, back toward the wall, active feet. Find that focal point and bring that right hand out in front of you. Staying strong in that core. Remembering to balance your weight between your hand and your hips. Your hand and your left hand and your right hip. And then, like I said, if you want to go for the challenge, right arm out, or left leg out. And then one more breath here. to neutral and bring it back down to tabletop. Now, go ahead and lift your hips, or excuse me, I'm sorry. Bring your toes together, spread your knees, come back to child's pose. You can keep your arms out in front of you, or you can bring them down by your side. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Remembering you can always come back to child's pose if you need to re-energize, catch your breath. For any reason at all, if you just want to take a break, it's always here for you. Let's take one more breath. Actually, let's take 2 more breaths here. It's really comfortable right now.
Feels good.
Now when you're ready, curl your toes, bring your knees together and send your hips high in the air. This is the first downward dog of our practice. So let's pedal out a little bit here, shifting our weight from side to side, maybe swaying a little bit, opening up. Now bring your feet a little closer together. Bring your right foot straight up in the air. And then go ahead and bend that knee. Look up under that right arm if you would like, or you can just stay where you were with the knee bent. And go ahead and bring it back down with control. Bring that left foot up. Bend that knee. Look up under that left arm. Opening up those hips, releasing those emotions. And drop that foot down with control. Now walk to the front of the mat. Hook your arms in opposite elbows for ragdoll. And we're going to take a few breaths here. You can sway side to side. Just try to keep your upper body as weightless as possible. I don't know the word to describe it. Make sure that all of your activity is in the bottom half of your body. So let's roll up vertebrae by vertebrae to Tadasana. Standing strong, palms facing outward. Let's get balanced here, let's get centered. We're going to do some sun salutations. So inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. And go ahead and we're gonna come all the way down to our bellies. Plant our feet, hands lifted, little to no weight in your hands for baby cobra. Now if you feel comfortable here, you can stay here or you can plant your hands and come into full cobra. And then when you're ready, curl your toes and bring it back into down dog. Take a couple breaths here. You guys are going to be grateful for these relaxing positions here in about 10 minutes, so just enjoy them while you can. Now looking forward to step or hop to the front of your mat. We're going to inhale halfway up, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. reaching up, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, all forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. We're gonna do a chaturanga. Bend the elbows in, close to the body, and lower down until you've reached just above the floor. Roll into up dog, keeping your legs off the mat, feet planted, and then roll into a down dog. Staying in down dog, take a couple breaths, maybe pedaling the feet out, bending the right knee, straightening the right leg, and then vice versa. Now looking forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, reaching up. Maybe you have a slight back bend. Maybe you are just standing there. I don't know. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands. Step or hop back to plank. Now we're going to do a double dip chaturanga. So we're gonna bring ourselves halfway down, lift up, bring ourselves all the way down, roll into an upward dog or cobra, and then exhale, down dog. Now remember, throughout this practice, you can take any one of those 3 variations. When it's time to flow, it is up to you. Whatever you're comfortable with. So it can be as easy or as challenging as you would like for it to be. Now bring your feet together. Right leg pointing toward the ceiling, looking forward. Bring that right foot forward between your hands and inhale your arms up for crescent lunge. Now you can always widen your stance if you're a little wobbly. Keep in mind, straight arms parallel with your ears. And then we're gonna exhale and take a twist. So we're gonna take that left arm over that right leg. Hands in prayer position. You can push on your hands to get that deeper stretch. Now come back up into crescent lunge, arms straight, parallel with the ears. Let's bring them behind our back, interlace our fingers, take a big inhale, and as we exhale, let's go for a slight back bend. Okay, and then bring your arms back parallel with your ears. Frame that foot, step or hop back to plank. Exhale, your choice, chaturanga, cobra, up dog, just leaning back into down dog. Taking a couple of breaths here, and we're gonna go for crescent lunge on the left side. So bring those feet in a little closer together than normal. Take that left leg straight up in the air. Look up, gaze between your hands, bring that left foot in between your hands. Now balance yourself, bring your arms straight up parallel with your ears. Let's get stable here, steady and centered. Catch our breath. Bring your arms into prayer. And we're gonna go ahead and take that right arm over that left knee for a twist. And with every exhale, you may deepen that twist a little bit, gazing towards the ceiling. Now, bring your arms back to crescent lunge, arms up in the air. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and as you exhale, Let's go through the back. Heart open. Now let go. Plant those hands. Come back into, come back into plank and take your chaturanga. Meeting back into down dog. Now looking forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet together. We're gonna go for chair pose, Utkatasana. I think I said it right.
Better than I can.
And then arms up high. We're gonna go into eagle. So take that right arm under that left arm. Just want to make sure it's like, and then that right leg over that left leg. Now find your focal point, and as you exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper into that pose. Now with control, slowly release and come back to standing. Shaking it out a little bit. Into Tadasana. Let's go ahead and get centered. And we're gonna switch sides. So arms out, left leg under, left arm under right arm, left leg over right leg. And then slowly release. And then unwind, fold down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. It's really good forward fold here. Inhale all the way up. Maybe a slight back bend. And then swan dive down. Now plant your palms, step or hop back to plank. Take your vinyasa, meeting back in a down dog. We'll take a couple of deep breaths here. All right, feet together. We're gonna take that right leg up high. Step it forward, drop that back heel down and come up for warrior one. Ooh. Warrior two. Should that be an exhale, warrior two?
Usually it's, but
Exhale, warrior two.
you don't have to say it. Yeah.
And flip that front palm, bring it to reverse warrior. Come back into warrior two. Palms behind you. We're gonna bow for humble warrior. Now lift your chest. We're gonna, cartwheel our hands back down, step it back to plank, flow meeting back into down dog. Couple breaths here. Pedaling out those feet. Remembering to keep the shoulders strong. And then bring that left leg high. Looking forward between your hands. Bring that left leg between your hands. Twisting, I guess, that back foot out. Warrior one. I don't really know. That's just an awkward thing to say. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your front palm, we're gonna bring it into reverse warrior. Back into warrior two. And then interlace your hands behind your back, lift your chest, and we will bow for humble warrior. And then come back up, cartwheel your hands down to the mat, step it back to plank and flow, meeting back into down dog. Couple of breaths here. Let's get centered. We're going for a balancing pose next. So looking forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Fold down, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Maybe a slight back bend. Swan dive down. And then, or excuse me, I'm sorry. So we're gonna bring our palms to our chest here. Bring our palms to our chest. We're gonna plant our weight in that left foot, bringing our right foot up for tree. So you can hold it at your ankle, your shin, or you can bring it up to your upper thigh, wherever you're comfortable. Once you find that focal point, it will help you balance. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And once you feel comfortable, you're more than welcome to grow your tree however you like. Don't forget to breathe here. And then bring your hands together back down for prayer and slowly release that right leg. And then let's go ahead and shift our weight into the right foot. Keeping our hands in prayer, you can bring that left foot to your ankle, your shin, or your upper thigh, wherever you're most comfortable.
Worse.
And then, after you take a couple of deep breaths here, grow your tree however you like. Breathing in your nose, out through your nose. One last big breath, and as you exhale, release that foot down. We're going to take a big inhale, or excuse me, So let's bring it back to plank. Go ahead and go through a chaturanga, and meeting back into down dog. And walk to the front of your mat. Big inhale as you reach up. Exhale, swan back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll take a couple breaths here. I'm feeling a little winded, but I don't know if it's because I'm talking. But all right, and then right leg up high. Looking forward, we're going to step it forward. Coming to warrior one. Open up for warrior two. And then flip that front palm, reverse warrior. Now straighten that, back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Reach that right arm out as far as you can, and then hinge at the hips, bringing that left arm overhead. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now stay here, or for a challenge, you can bring both arms parallel to the ears, really engaging that core. Make sure you're keeping that core strong to protect your back. Don't forget to breathe. Now, bring your hands down, bring your foot, walk that back leg about halfway up your mat, and fold down over that front leg. Now inhale, come up. Exhale, fold down over that front leg one more time. Maybe you feel yourself stretching a little bit deeper. Head hanging heavy. Plant your palms, step or hop back to plank. Pick your flow. And left leg up high, looking forward. Step between your hands and bring it up for warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip that front palm. We're gonna bring it to reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Straightening that front leg, reaching that left arm out as far as you can, and then hinging at the hips for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right arm overhead. Then you can gaze straight out in front of you, or you can gaze up to that right hand. Now, or for the challenge, you can bring both arms parallel parallel to the ears. Now plant your hand or frame that foot, walk your back foot about halfway up your mat, folding over that front leg for pyramid pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over the leg one more time. Maybe feeling yourself stretching a little deeper. Now plant your hands, plant your palms, step or hop back to plank. You can take a chaturanga, or you can just meet us back in down dog. Pedaling those feet out once you get there. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Now looking forward, we're going to step or hop to the front of the mat. Fold down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, arms up. Reaching up, looking up, maybe a slight back bend. Really feeling that power that we have. And then swan dive down. And then we're gonna reach back up, palms together. Bringing our feet to the edges of our mat. Slowly lowering down into a yogic squat. Elbows on the insides of the knees. And once you get in a comfortable seated position, maybe you have to lift your feet up, maybe you have to widen or narrow your stance to be comfortable. But once you're comfortable, maybe sway back and forth a little bit. Really opening up those hips. Straight back. Reaching that crown of the head toward the sky. And then when you're ready, bring your arms out in front of you. You might want to even bring them off your mat to help you balance, because we're going into crow. So we're going to bring your knees on your elbows. I don't really know how to explain this one either. It's crow. And then stay there for as long as you can once you come out of crow. Come back into that squat. And let's take a deep breath here. Now slowly come up to Tadasana. Planting your feet, arms out beside you. And we're going to shift your weight onto our right leg. Excuse me, shift our weight into our left leg. Let's do that. That feels more comfortable for me right now. Bring your right knee up, grab your toe with your two fingers, bring it out in front of you. Find that focal point to help you balance. You can even hold onto your hip if that helps. We're gonna take a couple of deep breaths here. Staying strong in that left leg. Whew. And then slowly as you exhale, release with control. Kind of shaking it out a little bit, shifting your weight into that right leg, bringing that left knee up, grabbing those toes with your 2 fingers, and then reaching that leg straight out in front of you. Making sure you're staying strong in that standing leg. Maybe putting your hand on your hips to help you balance. In your nose. Out your nose. Now go ahead and release with control. That was not very controlled. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step or hop back to plank. Take your vinyasa, however it's meeting back into down dog. Now we're going to take a few deep breaths here. Now left leg up high, looking forward. As you step forward, come into warrior 1. Now open up for warrior 2. Making sure you cannot see that back hand. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. And come into warrior 2. Straightening that front leg. Reaching with that left arm, and once you reach as far as you can, hinge at the hips for triangle trikonasana. Now you can gaze up at that hand, or you can look out straight in front of you, whichever you prefer. Now if you want to go for a challenge, bring both arms parallel to the ears, or you can stay exactly where you are. Now cartwheel the hands down, framing your foot, and walk your back foot about halfway up your mat, bending over that front left leg, hanging that head heavy. You should be feeling the stretch in the backs of your legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop down over that leg. Now, plant your palms. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale. Right leg up high. Looking forward, step it forward as you come into warrior 1. Opening up for warrior 2. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. Come back for warrior 2. Straightening that front leg, reaching that right arm out as far as you can. Hinging at the hips for triangle pose. Looking up at that left hand. If you pull something in your back, you might want to look straight in front of you. Now if you want to take that challenge, you can bring both arms parallel to the ears, making sure to stay engaged in the core. Now cartwheel your hands down, bringing that back foot about halfway up your mat, bending over that front leg. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold back down over that front leg. Now step it or hop back to plank, staying in plank, abs lifted and engaged. You can always modify by bringing your knees to the ground. We're going to go into side plank. So right hands to the center of your mat, opening up taking that left arm to the sky for side plank. If you want to take a challenge here, you can lift that leg and we can hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then come on back down to plank. Bringing that left hand to the center of your mat. Side plank on the other side. And if you want to do the challenge, you can lift that leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can bring it back down to plank. I'm sorry. Now bring your. Okay, so let's go ahead and meet into plank, exhale, chaturanga, and meeting back into down dog. However you want to get there. Now pedaling your feet, shifting your weight back and forth. Take a couple of breaths here. You're gonna take that. Take another breath. All right, we're gonna go for wild thing. So, lift your right leg up high, bending that knee, opening the hips, shifting your weight into the left hand as you rotate to the outer edge of your mat. Now, hips lifted, neck relaxed, right arm reaches out, left arm, right, it's right.
It's right,
arm.
yeah, this is right.
Right arm reaching out. Hold for a breath, then carefully rotate your body to the left, meaning back in down dog. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. So this is where, keeping that left leg hovering above your mat, bring it up to your right wrist for pigeon. Now, stay up in active pigeon for just a moment. We're gonna take a couple breaths here, and then we're gonna go into sleeping pigeon. Now, as you exhale, bring it down for sleeping pigeon. Breathing here, enjoying this relaxing pose. It is one of my very favorite. And then go ahead, when you're ready, start to come up back into down dog. And we're going to go for a wild thing on the other side. So take a couple breaths to down dog. Pedaling your feet, shifting your weight. We're going to lift your left leg up high, bending that knee, opening the hips. Shifting your weight into your right hand and rotate to the outer edge of your mat with your right foot. As your neck relaxes, your left arm out in front of you, hips towards the sky, hold for a breath, and then carefully rotate your body to the right, meaning back into, I'm sorry, I need to take that out. But bend your knee, hovering over your mat, bring it towards your elbow. Place that knee behind your left wrist for pigeon. Now, make sure you're keeping that foot kind of up towards your right wrist so that you're staying active in your hips here and not sinking down into them. Your pigeon looks great, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it so I can practice. Now, meeting back into down dog, we're going to roll into a plank position. Lowering all the way down to your belly, laying flat on your mat. Grab your right foot with your right hand, left arm and leg straight out in front of you. And then we're gonna lift for half bow. And as we exhale, we're going to release. Dropping that down, switching sides, grabbing that left foot with that left hand, right arm stretching out, left leg stretching out. And we're gonna inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now, keeping your head straight, bring your arms behind you, grab your ankles, bring your legs together, and kick up, chest up, head up, full bow. And release. Take a deep breath, and we're gonna do that one more time. Go ahead and bring your legs up, grab your ankles, kick out, chest up, full bow. Legs together. And then slowly lower down. Now lift your hips and send them back for child's pose. Keeping your arms at your side or out in front of you. It can be as engaged as you'd like or as relaxed as you'd like. But did I say you can keep your arms in front or inside?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And taking a few breaths here. We're gonna kind of slow down at this point. Slowly coming out of child's pose to a seated position. Bring your feet together for bound angle, butterfly. And then hold your feet and help pull yourself up, straight back. We're gonna keep a straight line of energy from the crown of the head to the base of your spine, bending over your feet. And then once you get to a certain position, you can start to pull that back. Once you get to that, edge, I guess you could say. Now coming back up, we're gonna spread our legs into a large V. Sometimes it helps me to push behind me, put my hands behind me and push. Arms up in the air, stretching out. Inhale, come up. Let's reach out in front of us one more time. Now inhale, come up. We're gonna go ahead and grab that right foot with both hands. And then inhale as you come back up, arms straight up in the hair, switch sides. And for some reason this side feels really super amazing out of the stretch.
Both of them do. This is a good one.
Now, bring your legs together. We're gonna bring that right leg in. We're gonna place our right hand behind us on our mat. And inhale, bring that arm up. And we're gonna go for a twist as we exhale. Gazing towards that back wall. Take a couple of big inhales and exhales here. And with every exhale, maybe you can feel yourself stretching a little bit, twisting a little bit, and a little bit further. put all the organs back in place. And then exhaling, bring that left leg to meet that, or right leg to meet that left leg. Bring that left knee in. Take that left hand behind you, reaching up with your right arm and going for the twist. And you can do it like this or like this, however you're comfortable. I wanted to give myself a pat on the back sometime. And with every exhale movement, you can sink a little bit deeper into that twist. And exhale as you bring both legs out in front of you, arms straight overhead, and we're gonna go ahead and take the forward fold. Now, if it helps you to use a strap here, you're more than welcome to do so. Sometimes you can even get a better stretch that way, even if you can't stretch as far over your legs as you'd like. Now we're gonna go ahead and bend our knees, scoot our butt in and lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, we're gonna lift our hips, interlace our fingers behind our back, roll our shoulders under and go into bridge. We're just gonna hold here for a couple of seconds. Breaths. And then exhale, slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. And just lay here for a second, take a couple of deep breaths, and we can either, so if you're comfortable with bridge, you're more than welcome to do that again, or we can go for full wheel. So wheel, you're gonna place your hands behind your shoulders, by your ears, arms, elbows pointed towards the ceiling, and you're going to push up all at once. And exhale, slowly lower down. And then laying flat on the mat, bringing our feet up like we're making footprint, make like we're putting our feet on the ceiling. Now, bracing our hips, we're gonna reach our legs over our head for halasana, which is plow pose. Now, maybe your feet touch the ground, maybe they don't. Just make sure you're keeping your neck straight. Maybe you bend your knees. Now, as you're coming out of halasana, feet straight up and just like we started. And then we're gonna slowly lower those down. We're gonna keep our left leg straight, bend our right knee, grab our right knee with our left hand and bring it over our body for a twist, looking out at that right hand. And we're just gonna sink into this twist for a few deep breaths. Shoulder blades on the floor, looking toward that right palm. Coming back to center slowly. Maybe sway those knees back and forth a little bit. Get a little massage in that lower spine. Straighten out that right leg. bring that left knee over the right leg, left arm out. Bless you. Thank you. And then with your exhale, come back to a neutral position, laying flat, palms facing up so you can receive any energy. Palms facing down. If you need a little more grounding today, we're going to go into Shavasana.